when Lord did a cover of Everybody Wants to Rule the World for an Assassin's Creed trail, I think.
Well, Assassin's Creed were one of the people that would do that. Like they had
that was fucking cool.
Woodkid did so many of their they did 3 games in a row or whatever, and I think it was Revelations. No, Brotherhood was like a sick trailer, but I think Revelations had like the music sort of choreography to it.
Didn't fucking Borderlands 2 use
Nero.
Doomsday by Nero?
Yeah, they did, dude.
Dude, that was so sick. In 2011 or what?
I don't think that was Borderlands 2. I think it was Borderlands 1.
No, Borderlands 1 was No Rest for the Wicked, right?
Oh, yes, you're right. You're right.
And then the newest one is Starburster by Fontaines DC.
Oh, there you go. What's up, everyone? Welcome to TTK here. Time to kill the score esports podcast, talking about everything and anything between esports, gaming, your favorite Toronto places to eat, because we tend to talk about that sometimes. We're here on the table. We got the original crew back. We got Devin and Dimitri along with myself. Devin, you're back from Evo, buddy. How you feeling?
Feeling very good.
You went from one hot weather to another hot weather.
Yeah, the eternal debate on what's worse.
Desert or humidity?
Like the dry heat meme or like this sweaty balls heat of Toronto. And I don't know. I think like both are bad in their own ways. Like when you're there, the sun is escapable. Inescapable. Sorry.
Yeah.
Like you can't, and it rises up from the ground, and you feel it, and it's just ever present, and you can't even open your eyes. It's so bright. Like even if you have sunglasses, like you're still kind of squinting because it's so bright. But then here, it's just humid and wet. But you go there, your fucking lips start to crack. Your nose starts to gets dry. My fingers, like randomly, I'd be walking and I would just be like my thumb's bleeding because it just cracked.
Oh wow.
Because it's just like I'm not used to it. And obviously, if you stay there long enough, you'll probably get used to it. But I think it's very different. Obviously, when you go in, if like being inside somewhere in dry heat with no AC is a lot better than being somewhere in the humidity with no AC. But like it's all different. Yeah, I think it's.
Well, we'll get to your time at Evo in a second. Dimitri, how you doing? I saw you over the weekend. We went to a record exchange and spent too much money. Well, you spent very little relative to what you're used to, but I spent a good amount of money. How was your weekend overall? I know that you've been absolutely dreading this weather, and it's been fucking awful for you too. So.
It's fucking horrible. I'm absolutely a summer hater. It's the most overrated fucking season of the year. It's terrible. It's awful. Toronto summer in particular is like the worst thing about Toronto. By far the worst thing about this city.
Yeah,
I think it's worse than the traffic.
We got a lot. No.
Yeah, it's worse. I'm fucking saying it. It's
absolutely
worse.
not.
Toronto
bro.
weather's dog shit.
Crazy.
Otherwise, my you know what, my weekend was good, man. I tried not to let it get me down. You know.
Yeah.
Trying not to let today get me down.
You said you ran a 5K, so
I ran a 5K at like 8:45 a.m. this morning.
Oh, okay.
And it was horrible.
Like for something or just yourself?
No, just I went for a run. Yeah. But I was like, because I went downstairs to go to the treadmills, they were full. And I was like, because it's so hot that I was like, I'm going to run inside today. Yeah. And then they were full. So I was like, fuck it, I'll run outside. And it was like, dude, it's 9 o'clock, 8:45 in the morning. And it was like 39 degrees. I'm like, this is fucking horrible.
Before we continue, Devin, can you please tell me why you have a mason jar full of a mysterious brown liquid here on the desk?
It is just coffee. It is just coffee.
I don't think that's just anything.
I don't, dude.
It is from the office.
It
so
looks
if it
like
is more than
could
anything else, then I might have a report to write up at the end of this.
It looks like it could be Nutella or some other viscous.
Because I came in with one I made from home, and it was just pure like black, like you expect from a black coffee. This one is just like has like
it looks like iced tea.
Yeah, it has like a cream color to it almost. It's very weird. I remember because I always used to make like iced coffee and like drink it, and sometimes I would be drinking it from a glass or whatever, and I had to like say once, like, this isn't like, I'm not American. Like, this isn't like Pepsi or Dr. Pepper. Like, this is actually coffee. I'm not a psychopath. I don't drink that shit in the morning.
Well, let's see what it is, brother.
It's literally just coffee.
Yeah, but can you even get it open?
Yeah, it was sealed.
Give us a live tasting.
It's from the, like, you guys are acting like you haven't had the coffee.
It's going to be dog shit. It's going to taste like water.
It tastes like how it always, like I literally
like
always
this
have this coffee.
Here,
it is
like
just
this is office coffee, so
yeah, it's just in a mason jar because I don't have like the only like thermos I have is like this size.
Yeah.
Can you like shake it a little bit because it looks like it's settling?
No, that's why I do it. Like I like.
Yeah.
Because
Like,
I like
this is
iced
very-
coffee, so I put ice in it so I can like shake it.
Okay.
So I can't just take like a to-go cup or whatever and put ice in it. Like that's not as
I will
convenient.
say, like, and I know this sounds ridiculous because I just came back from there, but this is very Vancouver core.
It is.
Yeah.
It is very like
Like, I feel like you're gonna pull out a Patagonia bag, say, "Let's go for a hike after this."
Yeah.
I feel like we're in Portland right now.
it's very performative, but it's not on purpose. It's literally just because I don't have like I don't fuck with like the whole like Nalgene Hydro Flask, Stanley Cup, Yeti. Like
Yeah.
I just have.
Okay, that's the most
That's-
fucking
no,
Vancouver thing anyone has ever said.
I thought that would be the opposite. I thought they cared. I just care about glassware.
Dimitri, have you been getting those TikToks of like performative males?
Yeah,
Yes, I have.
the final boss perform. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the raid boss.
Yeah. Fountain pens are apparently in that too.
I-
Or writing in general. It's just-
Writing in general. We've reached a
writing
point
in
where
general.
writing is
a
performative.
performative male
Literally like
activity.
80% of our jobs.
God fucking help us all.
exactly. All right. Well, we have in here a little bit of time for you to talk about your adventures in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
For Evo, because you were at Evo over the course of the weekend. You got to see all the shenanigans that went down, all the cool stuff. So talk us through it,
Did you
man.
win Evo?
Did
I
you-
won.
Yeah.
I won.
You won?
Yeah, I played. I registered Terradrome and I won. Whoever knows that game, shout out. They were actually there. Terradrome is like it's like a horror movie fighting game. It's like an indie developer, came out like a couple years ago, I think, and they had a little booth there where you could play it, and it's just like you play as like Dracula, like a Wendigo.
I'm watching Wendigo.
I know. I almost said
Is Warlords? Here's a question for the chat. Is Warlords a fighting game?
I don't know, because I was thinking of all these.
Like the OG tabletop, right? Warlords. Is that a four-person fighting
I was
game?
asking
Is
for
it
so long.
Terradrome Reign of Legends?
Yeah. So you play
Bro,
as like
what?
Frankenstein,
Who'd you beat in the
Dracula.
finals? Was Jay Wong in that final?
J-Wong would absolutely be
I don't know if
fun.
they had a finals. What they did do though, because 2XKO was there,
Yes.
and they actually had like a tournament with like a trophy. I think it was like first 100 people to sign up.
Wow.
And you could just pull up and play. It was really cool. I didn't get my hands on it just because had to do so many other actual things.
Bro, this looks sick.
Yeah, the game's fun. It's very jank, but it's pretty cool.
Dude, this is huge.
Yeah, it's
bro.
kind of like Killer Instinct kind of vibes to it.
Oh shit! Let's go.
Yeah.
What year?
Dude, what?
I only came out a couple years ago. It's like a small indie team that made it though.
I don't know who half these people are supposed to be. Like, is there a Jack the Is that supposed to be Jack the Ripper or something? No.
No,
Like,
that's
hold on.
That could be that could be Van Helsing.
No. Is it? Hold on. Is this supposed to be Jack the Ripper?
No, that's Invisible Man.
Yeah, bro. What are you saying?
That's the Invisible Man.
fuck
Bandages
is
on the
that?
face?
Yeah.
Like, all right, whatever.
There's also like there's a ton of like old fighting games that I used to play like as a kid. Yeah, because when you're saying like is Warfare
Warlords.
Warlord, sorry, a fighting game.
What in the fuck
Does
is
For
that,
Honor
bro?
count as a fighting game?
It should. They should have For Honor.
That's why I mean like why is For Honor not there? It's still
Nidhogg should be at Evo too.
Bro, this guy is
Just
gonna
spoke
be
some shit, bro.
in my
back and forth. Just two buttons the whole time. Sorry, I'm tapping. My bad.
Oh no, that's actually.
I have even more
cursed.
characters than that now.
Yeah.
Is it a good game?
Yes.
it's like a little
Hold on.
jank. It's like-
Spring-Heeled Jack. Or Invisible Man, Spring-Heeled Jack. Okay, whatever. That's cool.
Some of them are
That's
like
pretty
random.
neat.
Some of the characters are like random. Like isn't that Slender Man? Like some of them are just random like creepy
Yeah, but
pastas.
Slender Man is like it's an institution now.
No, absolutely. But some of them are like urban legends and stuff like
Right.
that,
Yeah.
rather than like actual horror movie icons.
Well, anything else you do there besides play Terradrome?
Yeah. So if you watched any of the stories, the setup was really cool. Obviously, basically, like every sort of like they had like 6, I want to say, like big setups with like big screens, where they would like, show whatever particular game it was. They would show like it would be a matchup, and it was just I think it was randomized who would in the pool stage would be up there. But yeah, they had like all the different games going on, and then they had like a bunch of booths for the different games that they were showing off, and then they had like the actual like merch booths and people selling.
Did you get in on the side beds?
No.
Were there any side beds?
Do you
No,
money
no.
match anyone?
The only money match that I saw was
H-Box.
H-Box there, and he like rinsed like 3 guys in a row, and I just turned around and walked away. I was like,
Well, yeah.
well, no one's there to play Smash, right? So like I don't know if there's like Smash people there being like.
I'd go. I would go specifically for that, just to get rinsed by him a bunch of times. It'd be hype.
Would you have
Yeah, it would
tried?
be hype.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know.
Fuck yeah.
Well, also because I play Puff too, so I would torture him in the middle of his set. So it'd be like I'm just gonna time him out. You know, eat ass.
I just want to say you would not be able to do.
If I'm playing Puff, I could time him out because we both play Puff, and the idea is that you.
Can we make this happen?
It's the idea is that when you're playing Puff,
Are you saying you can 1v1 HBox?
No.
That's what it sounds
No,
like.
no,
Sounds
no,
like
no,
you're saying
no.
that.
Like he'll absolutely win, but like I will do my best to time him out and be as much of an asshole as I possibly can and not engage at all.
I don't know enough about Smash to know if this is controversial or not.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean it is controversial, but if you get the Puff Ditto matchup, it is very common for it to happen. So
The other sick thing they had was they had a sponsor that brought like a fuck ton of vintage Japanese arcades.
Oh, nice.
So it was just like tons of different games, like from old fighting games, like old Tekkens, to like actually old like the original Monkey Ball.
oh, dude,
With like the banana controller and
actually
stuff like that,
sick.
the Donkey Kong drum game and stuff like that. They had like mecha games.
They bring these from around the United States, obviously.
Yeah,
They're not
I
from
assume-
Japan.
They were from
Some of them
Japan.
would have
No,
to be
but I'm
JDM,
saying like
yeah.
not like recently from Japan.
No, no.
They're in the States. Like,
I would
yeah.
assume that
There's
like
no way you can just
I would
ship
assume
that
like a
shit.
company owns them.
Yeah.
And then their
it?
sponsor worked with them.
Gaming Generations. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not sure. It was really neat. And then as far as the top 8s we went to Tekken was the first one we went to. Arsenal Nash, now the 6-time Evo winner. That was fucking sick.
You were thinking of Sonic Fox. Sonic Fox is 8-time winner now.
I was thinking of Sonic.
Yes.
It truly seems like he's built differently than anybody else.
Yeah.
To do it in like such short amount of time that he has.
Bro,
He's on a generational
Like,
run.
honestly,
It's crazy.
like-
so many of those series.
Yeah.
So many of those series, he was just getting fucking like pumped.
Yeah.
And then literally he just like remembered.
The Switch
how to
was
play.
crazy, and then like he literally like it was wild because Atif got the reset, and then he still gave him one too before switching characters finally.
Yeah.
And then he just fully reversed and went back.
We were talking about it a bit last week, where it was like, I think everyone was expecting. You know, I'm not sure if you wrote it. I think you wrote it. You were hosting for it, where everyone was expecting like the Ni Arslan match in terms of hopefully making it to the finals. But I still think we got a great bracket out of it. I was looking forward to Tekken the most this year, and although Ni not making it to like top 8, like that's a huge disappointment. I still think the bracket delivered. I think Atif and Arslan they're delivering so much. But I'm happy you got to go. Like, did you guys do anything else like actually in Vegas? Do a bit of fun stuff.
yeah. I'm just trying to think because like we're at the hotel pool a lot. That was very lovely.
So you guys did Topgolf.
We did go to Topgolf. Yeah. So our one day off, it started. I wanted to go to Good Springs. Actually, while I was there, it was really cool. There was people that were from like the esports education fund of like Nevada. It is Nevada, by the way, apparently, not Nevada. Color me surprised.
Okay.
But that was from an actual Nevadian. And they gave. I was talking about how like, oh yeah, I used to like romanticize like Vegas for a long time in my head, just because I was such a big fan of Fallout New Vegas. Like, it was such an important game to me, and I kind of like wanted to go to all these different locations. And I was just kind of like romanticize like this like crazy ass place that's in the middle of the desert that shouldn't be there, and it's kind of like an affront to God. But I always thought it was really really cool in all the locations from the game, and I was like, oh, when I go, I'm going to go see it. And I did go. I went to a wedding in Vegas. We were so busy we couldn't actually go see any of the locations, other than like we went to the Mojave and went to Red Rock. But this time I took them in the morning or like early afternoon to Good Springs, which is where you start in the game after you get shot in the head. Spoiler alert.
That's not. That's the start of the game.
I know. So we went there and we went to the Prospector Saloon, Pioneer Saloon, and they have like a little thing dedicated in the corner to like all just like Fallout stuff.
Oh, that's so
there.
nice.
And it's just like a normal saloon. Pretty good food. It was pretty solid.
I'd actually love that so much.
But then we couldn't get an Uber back because we were in the middle of Jean, Nevada. And turns out Ubers don't go that way. Like the guy who dropped us off was just like, I've never been here before. And I'm like, well, it's like we're not that far. We're like 25 minutes from like the strip.
Is like that the equivalent of like going to Etobicoke, basically?
Yeah, like it like
is
wasn't
the strip just that small? Like is that?
It is truly kind of small, and I also just think like when you're an Uber driver, you're driving people from
the airport to the strip,
yeah, or from hotels that are slightly outside of the strip onto the strip. Like we weren't in any like Henderson has like, which is where the hotel we stayed in, has like residential areas. But like where we were in Jean, there's like nothing there. It's like how you get from like other states through Vegas or through Nevada. And but I took him there. We flicked up for the gram, and then we couldn't get an Uber back, and they were kind of freaking out. I was like, I got this. This is gonna be okay. And then my magic hands got it first try. He was 25 minutes away from us, and I was like, this guy's gonna fucking cancel. I swear to God. Like he's just like slowly driving down the one road to get to us in the middle of the desert. I'm like, if he can't, he's gonna cancel. Like as soon as he's right here, he's gonna be like, fuck that, I'm not coming back. And he did eventually make it to us, and he's super nice. And he's like, yeah, I've never been here before. He's like, why are you guys here? And I'm like, it's a video game. It's hard to explain.
You think he came out because he was just curious? He's like, what the fuck is this place in the middle of nowhere?
He might have. He said he went to like Magic Mountain, which is like another place that people go and see in Nevada. And he's like, yeah, the only reason I came here because he was just like, I was relatively close. And I was like, whatever.
Wow. Well, that's neat.
And he drove, and then after that, we went to. I'll try to wrap this up. We went to the F1 experience. Which is what
our producer Matt was telling us.
I saw some video evidence of Matt being run off the road.
That was the funniest shit I've ever seen in my entire life.
No, here's the thing.
First off, he's like, we get there, and they only Matt and Sean went, and then me and Bernie.
Sean, who's one of our other guys who also went. He's one of our writers and producers.
All around great guy. I just feel like you don't even need to describe him. Just a pure aura from the guy. Yeah. They both of them went, and Matt was like, "Oh, can you video us?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So you can't like video them the inside portion. They're like electric go-karts that look like F1.
Keep in mind, this is a go-kart race. Everyone, part of the F1 experience, you can do a go-kart race.
Yeah, and you like partially for like 3 seconds go.
By the way, I have a clip of the same to Seb, so if you want to put on the big TV.
Yeah.
Nah.
No, here's the thing. And we'll keep this in. The reason why he wants us to post the clip is because there was a controversial incident.
It wasn't controversial at all.
Oh, they brought out the safety car. Yeah.
Well, first let me describe, like, I go out, and because I can't film the inside portion because they're away. So you have to go onto the actual paddock, and then you have to go, walk out, and look down. And like, it's where the actual starting grid for the real Vegas race is. And then they kind of, like, they get to touch it for a second when they come out. They come out the first time, and I'm like, I could walk faster than these fucking go-karts were going. Like, it was like, I was like, you hear them because they have these like fake sounds and stuff that they play, and it was like just so slowly around the corner. And then, on the way, I filmed them a couple times, and then there's a portion where I see them on their way back, where they're going back inside. And that's when the incident happened. And
so for the record, there was a corner, and to this day, there's fights in the office over who had the corner. And
to this day,
yes,
it was a week ago.
Yes, to this day. And according to the video footage, which I may or may not put on.
My Twitter feed has been exploding about it.
Yeah, honestly. Like, dude, F1 Twitter's going crazy about this. Sean had the inside. However, he did not have the line. At this point, Matt had overtaken him and was ahead going into the apex of the corner. So Sean torpedoed Matt basically off the road, freaking Grosjean style, and then, caused an incident through that way. And Matt immediately, like frame one after it happened, sent me the clip, and he's like, Seb, did I have this corner? I'm like, yes, you had that corner. It was your apex. And he's like, thank you.
It wasn't even a question. And I love you, Sean, but you just drove directly into him. I respect it. I honestly respect it because that was the most interesting thing that happened on those fucking go-karts.
The racing incident.
You filmed it, right?
Yeah.
When you see the clip, you can just hear you laughing.
Because I was like, a fucking course. These things are going like 5 miles an hour, and you still manage to crash them into each other.
Dude, this is like when I was a kid. We used to go to Tremblant in the summers.
Yeah.
Right, and we would not ski, obviously, right? And my cousins and I would do fucking what's it
luge?
called? The luge.
Yeah, that shit's
And,
so fun.
Dude, literally and this is like 2003 when I'm sure they make you wear helmets and shit.
Yeah.
Now, but like they didn't make you back 20 years ago, right? We got kicked off so many times because all we tried to do was to
kill each other.
Yeah. Literally, all you try to do.
The first
is
time I
knock
did
each
it,
other off.
I was just like, there was a point where like you're like laughing, and then you're like, I'm not laughing anymore. Like this is like I'm going too fast.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what's going on. Like the brake isn't fucking working.
Yeah.
Before we move on, if any of you guys haven't been to K1 Speed yet, I would.
Oh, K1's great. K1's great.
But those they go.
Yeah, I think it's the fastest in North America.
You feel like the G-Shock in your neck like the day after, and you can actually put some cool times.
I think they're the fastest in North America, like legitimately.
That's crazy. Well, I love going. It's awesome. Anyway, moving on to actual game stuff. Of course, over the weekend, we talked about it briefly last week. Well, I wouldn't say briefly. We did talk about it. We were talking about Battlefield 6 and just the absolute run it's having right now. I've never seen a game just be able, or a franchise, I should say, be able to gain its reputation so quick in such a short matter. Speaking of, the open beta happened over the weekend, and that open beta has been booming. Battlefield 6 beta has broken Call of Duty Steam player count records, surging past 500,000 concurrents. And that's on Steam. That's not even where most people are probably going to be playing this.
Well,
right?
the cool thing is that it's, which isn't that cool, but like you can download it all on any platform, and it's all just through the same, it's if you downloaded it on EA, you can play it on EA, or you could actually when you get the code, they're like just download it on whatever. It recognizes, as long as your accounts are linked.
So you can add it to
as long as your
accounts
are linked, you can play through whatever.
That's sick.
Browser, whatever.
Is Origin still a thing?
No. Origin died like a few years ago.
Origin was awful, man.
Origin was shit.
terrible.
Remember when
So
Battlefield
bad.
3 was a fucking web browser?
Oh my god, I do!
Yeah.
Holy shit, I never
Battlelog,
remember
I
that
think it
if you say
was.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the worst shit ever.
It sucked.
That was the worst
Oh my
shit
God.
It
ever.
was bad.
That was the
No.
fucking worst thing
No.
anyone's ever done to
Yeah.
me. That was so bad.
It was crazy that you didn't launch the
Oh
game.
my god, you know the shit in CS2 right now where you have to
Yeah,
your community servers, you gotta all tab out?
Oh my
Bro, this was
Jesus
worse.
Christ.
Battlelog was worse.
Yes.
Holy
Oh,
fuck,
come
I
on, I
forgot
gotta-
about this. Oh my god, you just
It-
fucking took me back 15 years. Holy shit.
It was crazy. It was I've never.
Yes, and you had your stats and
Yeah.
shit. Oh my god.
That was the only cool part, is that it felt like you're looking at
Yeah, this
Leadify.
whole thing. Oh my god, bro.
It's Leadify, but that's how you play the game.
You could, bro. Imagine now. This shit doesn't exist anymore, right?
No.
Oh man, I would just love to all chat get Leadify when you fucking knife somebody in Battlefield.
It's so funny because they definitely watching even the video with no sound. They thought they cooked.
Yeah,
They're like,
yeah.
wait, what if the game was just on a web browser?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
no.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. So in retrospect, this is totally off topic, but this is response to Call of Duty did the same thing.
Oh, did they?
Right?
Did
Remember they had I think it was Call of Duty Elite or whatever it was. They had that fucking app that was actually
Oh my
way ahead of
God,
its
you're
time.
fucking taking it back. Yes, it was a subscription service.
I thought that was just for ranked.
No.
I thought that was the face-it of Call of Duty. I
Maybe
thought that's
it
what it was. I could be
was.
wrong though.
Well, it was a subscription service. It was
Yeah.
not just a. Yeah,
We got to get
but it
Kai on the line.
this existed for Modern Warfare 3 as well. Even before Black Ops 2.
Modern Warfare 3
Come on.
sucked.
It was terrible. It was
Come on,
fucking awful.
internet. Come
Dog
on,
shit
internet.
game.
Come on,
Dog
internet.
shit fucking game.
Please, no. All right, whatever. Anyway, back to it. Nostalgia trip for a second because we're all old
Holy
as shit.
You just fucking physically teleported me back 15 years. Bro. Holy
So, Battlefield 6 has been on a run.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much proving everyone wrong. You've actually been playing it
Yeah.
over the course of this weekend. I, unfortunately, was busy. I had a potluck and, was doing fun things. But you were playing over the weekend.
Yes.
How has it been?
Good, pretty good experience. I was fortunate to get the early access to it, so I got to play it on Thursday and Friday as well. It's a lot of fun. For context, I was the Battlefield kid, like growing up. Like I was like the
like Battlefield's better than COD.
Coke versus Pepsi, Xbox versus PlayStation, Battlefield versus COD. Like I stood on that ground, and even though I bought both and played both every year, but I was like, no, this is just a better game.
Yeah.
I was introduced to it with 2, and then I played 1942 as a result of that, and I've been playing it ever since. This one, and I'm curious to people watching, like your experiences of it, but having played all the Battlefields, it feels like a mix between 3, which I think a lot of people are saying, and oddly enough, the reboot of Medal of Honor. I find the gunplay feels a lot
like the 20.
Yeah, it was like the 2011 or something like that.
Yeah, it was like that one Modern Warfare kind of...
Yeah, not because they did 2. It was like the first one, which I think was just no name, just title.
Medal of Honor.
And the other one was like Warfighter or something like that. That one was dog shit. It feels like that. And that game like had pretty crisp gunplay.
Yeah,
like it had really
satisfying,
really satisfying gunplay.
Yeah.
It is a sleeper game, and it feels kind of like a mix of that. And all I'll say is the maps right now are not great in my opinion. That's the lowest point of it. The gunplay feels really good. Feels pretty responsive, and it will likely only get better. As they like improve hit registration and so that'll probably improve. But having a lot of fun. Like the physics are really fun. The only thing is I don't know if it's just because it's the beta, but they definitely need to like, and maybe it's a video I just haven't watched, but like I just feel like the destruction and how it works in this game hasn't been fully explained.
Okay, really?
Or maybe that could just be me not watching enough videos on it and just jumping straight into it and playing it. Is because not every building is destructible.
Right.
Not every environment in the game is destructible, which is understandable to an extent. Like it would just be unrealistic for them to make.
Well, yeah, and in no Battlefield previously, like you had a couple buildings that were like dedicated set pieces.
Yeah.
Right. I'm thinking of was it Battlefield 4, like the big building in the middle.
Yeah. So that was like the Levolution, which honestly bring back Levolution. I don't care what anybody fucking says. It was a gimmick, but I thought it was fucking.
I thought it was fun. It actually.
I thought it was super fun.
What the fuck is Levolution?
It was when like the map would change.
Like do you remember?
Through,
I can't remember the
actually
map, but
remember
like,
that.
and one of the points was like on a skyscraper, and then it just
that was the
collapses.
Battlefield 4 beta map, and then
I remember that.
There was.
Did they carry that over to Battlefield 1?
No. I think Battlefield 1. I think.
Did 4 have that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's where
4 was like
okay.
built. Yeah.
That's what I'm remembering it from.
And I thought it was cool. Like there's one where you destroy the levees and then it fills up with water.
Yeah, they're sick. You know. But even like also in Bad Company 2 or whatever, like they still had a bunch of maps that like there were some buildings you couldn't destroy.
Kind of, but kind of not. In Battlefield 2, it was definitely like the most realized, I think. But at the same time, there was nothing in the houses.
Right.
It was like
just bare bones.
It was and they all looked the same for the most part.
Yeah.
Like you'd have some like more like warehousey buildings and more like, comm center buildings looking things. But like as far as like the houses, they're all just kind of like placeholders. But the game fucking worked great. And that's why I think it's beloved is because it just had crisp gameplay. That I said last time, they've admitted they have no idea how they did what they did with Bad Company 2. So we're probably just never going to see it again. But this game is really fun. It feels like Battlefield 3, which I think is leagues above most other modern shooters, including 4. I think it's a lot better than 4.
I'm very because like to this day, like me and my friends still like playing Battlefield 4 from time to time. I still like dipping into Bad Company 2 every once in a while, and like I feel like it's we were talking about like BattleBit previously as like it was just a nice polished like 127 v 127 kind of insanity, right? And I think a lot of people are kind of like looking for that, and I think it's funny because like I mean, I'm partially the biggest culprit of this, one of the big culprits of this, but like people are using this as an outlet to like rage against streamers. Basically, it was like, no, like we're not dealing with your crappy ass takes. We're not dealing with all this stuff. So a lot of comments have come in for that. But now like even like the people like Shroud who came in with like whatever opinions on it, he's having a great time. Like he's legitimately enjoying it.
It's a good game. I'm not getting how I felt when I played the beta of Battlefield 1. Like, that was when I'm like, oh, fuck, we're back. Like, this is so fucking good. I'm not getting quite that. I think it is good. I think I'm going to play the shit out of it, and I'm excited to see how it improves. But it's just super satisfying. A lot of fun to play.
Why don't you feel... Like, if you can quantify it, what is the difference? Because the last Battlefield I played was Battlefield 1, and the one I played before that was Battlefield 3. Mm-hmm. So, like... I felt I got very lucky. Yeah. I played, like, by complete chance, I played, like, the best Battlefields.
I think Battlefield 1 was able to do something that I've never really felt in a game like that before. I've only ever felt it in, like, Red Dead Redemption, The Hunt Showdown, and, like, maybe, like, The Last of Us in certain points, like, true immersion. Where it's, like, it's not an immersive sim. It's not a realistic military simulator.
It's not like an Arma.
But the graphical fidelity that they were able to accomplish with it, and maybe it was because it is a little stripped back as far as like the weaponry and the locations and the vehicles. So there's slightly less going on as far as like bombastic like jets dropping bombs. That's still in the game, but it's different from like a fucking F-35.
I hope so.
And so maybe it was slightly that, and and it's the same reason that I really liked Bad Company 2 is that it was like cinematic in a way.
Yeah.
It had this sort of stripped back polish to it.
Yeah.
Whereas like now games have to be like very like there's like everything, like you have drones you put here, turrets you put here.
Yeah, it's
shit you put there, which like I understand why is it necessary though? Maybe not. And I think that's the one thing that's kind of holding them back is I think they still need to think that they have to have all these doodads and gadgets, which is just not really necessary. It's about the weapons and the vehicles and how those things interact with each other. I think that's what makes Battlefield special.
There was a really interesting TikTok that I saw recently where it was like this guy who makes skits, but he was talking about the average COD player tries to play Battlefield or whatever. I don't want to shit on COD players too hard. Like I used to be a COD player, right? So, but he goes into this and he basically says, "Oh, I got 5 kills. Like, what's my kill streak?" And then it's like, "No, that's like, yeah, you got 5 kills, but we still need the point. So, we got to actually fight for the point on this." And I kind of like the way you put it, and like that there is so much in multiplayer games nowadays, like this constant stimulation of stuff that while Battlefield, it's not as if there's nothing's going on. It's a chaoticness, right? But there's sort of like a pace to it. It's a very slow paced match.
Bro, I can remember moments playing Battlefield 3 where like, I mean 1 to some degree as well, but like really in 3 with like the 50 cal where like you would literally do nothing for 22 minutes. And then you would just be you'd spend 40 fucking hours climbing a radio tower.
Yeah.
Get to the top, and then you'd literally shoot one fucking sniper shot across the map. It would arc down 42 feet. And it would just clip somebody. Yeah. And you'd get like the plus 100 or whatever, and you were up.
That was
shot off the sofa. You were like, bro, and then literally nothing else. Took you another 18 minutes to climb down.
No, and then you get shot.
Then get bombed by a
you get shot, you have no cover.
One shot, you were like, bro, that was so fucking sick. Like, and I just feel like that's Battlefield. The thing was fun about it was always like how much downtime there can sometimes be.
Yeah. Sure.
It's just like you have to earn these engagements, right?
Yeah.
Like not everything is a fucking shadow play clip, right? Where you like.
And then people are trying to make it, right? And I don't know if we want to get into the cheating stuff just yet because we're,
Yeah. But I'll touch on it for a second. And also like the thing about Battlefield is like a clip could be you reviving like 25 people in a row.
Yeah.
Like that could be like an experience that you enjoy where you're like, holy fuck, I just like literally like, and the fact that you can drag people now too is like really sick.
I've seen so many clips of it where it's like Oh, dude, it's either like Saving Private Ryan or some other clip or whatever, playing some heroic music as someone who's trying to drag you back gets shot, or someone is like trying to save you. They're so
It's
good.
a lot of fun. It's a game that was like that's built on like little set pieces like that, right?
Yeah,
that,
it always has been.
Much more than like any other really game where it's it's
Like
less about the mechanical skill.
You have a bunch of little stories within a larger story, right? Which is the whole point.
It's almost like playing like I mean, it's almost like TF2 in this way, which is just like there's just like a lot of ways to be useful.
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't have to like run in and be Shroud and get 17 entry kills, right?
Yeah.
Close
It's
range
like
with
I
SMG,
love
like-
being engineer, like for that reason,
Yeah.
is because like I love the idea of someone like there's a tank that like someone just kind of left behind
Engineer's
because they were
the
getting
goated class.
shot,
It is the
and you
goated
can just
class.
repair it, right, and do so much
Is
stuff.
engineer like the most based class,
Probably.
followed by medic?
Yeah, I'd say like medic support. Like I was always like a big medic support person, just because like it like I found that more fun than like repairing. But like the fact that you can repair and the fact that you get the RPG is just like
It's nice.
It's-
Plus, at least for engineer, like I mean, I used to always use C4 a lot. I'm not sure if it's still set up that way, but
recon gets C4.
Oh, okay, right. You're right. Sorry. Yeah, actually,
That always felt weird to me.
yeah.
It's so they could have something.
Yeah.
I know, because
like
fucking
yeah.
useless. It's really bad.
Yeah.
I played a lot of recon.
no,
and
it's nice
useless.
because whenever you got to play as recon, you get to set up a little perimeter for yourself. So you could,
I've-
because the audio was so good, you could hear people that were
That's
trying
true.
to like.
I
sneak
do
up on
find
you.
the spawn beacon actually very useful.
Really.
And this time around, like
Okay.
I feel like in games it kind of like you never know if it's going to be that useful depending on like the type of battlefield. But I find this one is actually super useful. But it's just like it's basically just 2 maps you're playing on.
Yeah. Shots.
Next beta is not this weekend, but next weekend.
No, this weekend I think.
Oh, this weekend.
Is it this weekend?
think so.
I'm so playing. Holy crap!
I might try it.
I got
It's been many years.
I got a
since
club
played
night on Friday, but I'm going off this weekend, dude. Do we want to touch on briefly about the cheating stuff?
Yeah, so I'm going to be doing
I got a clip of it here, basically, of like, this is like some of the videos that people are sharing around of like cheats are entered the beta, right?
potentially. So this is why you should watch the Don't At Me that will be coming out later tonight.
Is it tonight?
Well, yeah, because this comes out
Oh
tomorrow.
yeah.
So it'll be tonight.
We film on Mondays. We
There you go.
Put it on
a
Tuesdays.
little behind the scenes sausage.
I love
Yeah.
seeing your sausage, bro.
Okay.
Pause.
I'm just naked from the waist down now. That's why I wanted the desk.
Well, you guys can wear shorts now, and
That is true. I did not do that on purpose. I did not do that on purpose. But yeah, so basically, it is this eternal conversation where like any new game that comes out, people get furious at the COD players who like ruin the game with their movement and mechanics. That is just like slowly like eaten away at Call of Duty. And I'm sure we all know what we're talking about. It's like the insane flicking
Flicks.
and then the insane like crouch and jump and like gorilla movement or whatever the fuck they call it. They always snaking.
Omni-movement.
They always come up with new stuff for it, and then like there's two sides: people that hate it and think it's corny and think it's like too sweaty, and other people who are like, no, this is just like. And I do get the argument that some people are making that this is actually just the natural progression. People are getting better at video games because there's more and people have been playing them longer. So this is just new tech that would have existed back in these old games if the video games themselves had that type of technology in them that had the movement capabilities. So now that it's here, it's Pandora's box. This is just because physics and movement and netcode and all that stuff has improved over time. So now people are just getting better at games and can unlock more to do with the game. So you're never getting rid of this this type of movement and this type of flicking, which I agree. There's no getting rid of flicking.
You can't
like
stop skill progression.
Exactly. But at the same time, I do think there is something like corny to it, and it just like I don't know how to describe it. It's like you see it and you're like, all right, fuck off.
Maybe
dude.
I can
like,
offer something. You know why it's corny? Because it's not that it's corny from like in itself. Like it's corny because surely there has to be one game that's different.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like, and Battlefield, like in CS, have at it, right? Like fucking Fortnite, have at it. Call of Duty, have at it. Whatever the fuck, right?
Yeah.
Like have at it. It's just Battlefield. It's just the point of the game is sort of just that fun 127 sandbox. I am but a lowly infantryman. And then you just see some fucking kid bee hopping, and you're just like, bro, like, can we not?
But
right?
Do you want to know why? Like, I almost just don't care about that, right? And it's more in the fact that I think Battlefield is different in that way, right? Where you're going to see a couple kids who are going to be doing that who, like, maybe they're playing the objective, whatever, who cares? But, like, there's ways to mitigate that. You have so much artillery, you have so much stuff that's like, you want to, like, move around a bunch. Congrats, welcome to my Tiger tank, and I just blow you up. Or, frankly, like, the game is so large, you're barely ever going to run into them. You might run into them.
That's a good point.
You might run into them a couple times, right?
So that's what I think the issue is that it doesn't really matter. Play your game the way that you want to.
Yeah.
It is a larger game, so like the chance of you running into them. Like I did see a couple of them. I'm not gonna lie. I did see a couple of these types of players. And it is funny because the way that they do the kill cam is more of like, it's like a screenshot, kind of is the best way I can do it. It's like an infrared screenshot. And sometimes you just see them there in like a fucked up position. You're like, nice, cool, thanks, guy.
Yeah.
And like, obviously, I think the issue of why it's corny is that the reason they're doing it for the clip. They're not just playing to have fun.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
Because
the thing is, those people don't exist. There's not a lot of people that are that good and able to play like that, I think. But the issue is that everyone that can play like that fucking uploads videos of themselves, and that's all you get fed. So you imagine, they're taking over the game, they're making it like this. Like, I play a lot of Call of Duty at the same time. Like, I don't, at least in my skill level, in my lobbies, I don't see a lot of people playing like that.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, like, I've played with some pretty good people in COD, and, like, it is just... It's a thing that, some kid is trying to style on you, well, you were going to get shut down real quick. And I feel like if it becomes a concerted effort where, there's going to be some movement of some kids who are just trying to clip or whatever, again, I think that's mitigated by the fact that the lobbies are so large, right? And that, like, dude, I'm sorry, you're not stopping my F-35 gun that is going to destroy you, you know? Like, but the fun clips that came out of Battlefield was historically always, like, fun multi-kills of how you're taking out a helicopter, fun kills with like, people were already, like, they found that you could put a tank on top of the jet and just slowly Harrier it around while the tank is just like, those are great clips, but like Sweatlord farming clips is like, those are just, that's not going to stick. It's just meant for like almost rage baiting.
Yeah, for me, it's like not the aiming thing that annoys me. It is like kind of the movement and which, maybe I'm a fucking boomer, but I'm like, do it. Like, you're not going to run into these people as frequently as you might think. And I think the other issue with, like, and they're starting this thing calling, like, battle dads, like, people that were, like, the Battlefield was always, like, the older, kind of, like, more boomer game compared to, like, Call of Duty, I suppose.
That's actually hilarious. But
I mean, he's not wrong.
It does predate it.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
What,
like,
COD?
Well, because...
COD's from 2005, bro.
No, but
COD?
No, Modern Warfare came out in 2007. Battlefield 2, which was the Modern Warfare, the first Modern Warfare, came out in 2005.
Oh,
so
well,
it predates
okay.
years.
I mean,
but COD also predates 2005. Like, what year?
Call of Duty 2 came out in
2006.
Oh, is it 2002?
Are you talking about Battlefield or Call of Duty 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was 2003, I think.
2003, and then COD 3 came out into that.
Wait, you're talking about the Xbox 360 Call of Duty 2?
It was on PC as well.
No, but I was saying the one that was on that generation. Well, that was 2006. That wasn't 2003.
COD 2 came out in 2005. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, my bad.
But I'm saying there were other CODs. Like, Call of Duty 1 came out when? 2004?
Yes.
2002? 2003?
Yeah. But when did...
Oh, yeah,
anyway,
no,
we're
because...
getting pedantic now.
Okay, whatever. Okay.
But I feel like he's right. I feel like Battlefield predates it.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
The modern, like, Battlefield 2 did come out before Call of Duty went to the modern era.
100% of that generation of games. Yes.
But only by 2 years, so it's barely anything. But the point is people are viewing, like, Battlefield, they're calling them battle dads, like these boomers that are just upset that they can't hang with the kids. But also, like, even though to call Battlefield a realistic shooter is kind of silly, it is just slightly ever more... It just has more to it.
There's just more mechanics.
There's just more mechanics and, like, vehicles and stuff like that.
Yeah, like...
But I think the issue is that people see, like, things doing that a soldier wouldn't do. Like,
Yeah.
like,
I think
like
the
you
way
know
that
what
I
I
could
mean? Where
phrase
they're
it-
like, that's not how an actual gunfight.
I
would
think the way
play
I would
out.
phrase it is like, as someone who has played all of these games,
Yeah.
like I used to be quite a serious COD player. I've obviously always been a serious CS player, even though it's like I realize it's a different genre. But it's just like, if I see someone running around, doing like Apex fucking movement or hopping in Battlefield, I would probably think to myself, play your game, whatever.
Yeah.
But like, it's not really in the spirit of the game.
That's the right way to say it, yeah.
Honestly, man, if that's what you're into, maybe just go play a real game where people shoot back. Like, maybe,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, but you're styling on people in Battlefield. It's like, I mean, is there a reason you're styling on people in Battlefield? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
maybe go play. That's what I mean, right?
Not
Like,
to say like that.
play your game. It's just,
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
like-
because we used to watch like old machinimas, like pub stomps, like were a content machine, right? In like old Call of Duty days, and it's like, yeah, okay, that's fine, like everyone wants to see like a run to a nuke or whatever, but that's just showing you're better than everyone else in the lobby who's also trying to play the same way. But like in this way, it's just like, okay, you're just, I don't know. I feel like clip farming today can be considered cringe, especially when it's like, oh, you're just going to ditch COD for a second, hop on this new game that you have absolutely no care about or don't want to have fun with just to clip farm and
Yeah.
get engagement. And
it's
stuff,
just, it's like the way people clip, like, it's like this, believe it or not, this has actually happened where like I've been at Siege events and I've talked to people, like everyday fans, who are like, we'll be talking about the game or something and they'll be like, fuck yeah, I'm champ or whatever. And I'll be like, oh, cool. Like, we'll be talking whatever. We'll be talking about lobbies and like ranked and stuff. And they'll like, it will slowly start to come to light that they play on a console, but which is like nothing wrong with that, but that they play with mouse and keyboard. And they're like, and like they immediately get into that place of just like, I mean, like, it's a fucking, but like,
not illegal.
It's not illegal. It's a fucking skill issue, bro. Like, if you can't fucking, like it, like, and I'm like talking to them, and I'm like, well, like, is there like a reason? Like, are you like
Is it technically bannable or no?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. No. About me, like, are you not like, are you afraid? Like,
Yeah.
Because honestly, right? Like, if you're like trying to get champ charms every season on Xbox with a mouse and keyboard, like, it's probably because you played gold lobbies in fucking PC
Yeah.
and got farmed, right? So like,
jeez.
I'm just saying it's sus in that, like, I don't know. They're not 1-to-1. I'm not saying
Yeah.
people who bunny hop in Valorant are like Zim cheaters. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that, like, if I saw it in BF, I would probably have this instinct of like, man, we're here to crash some fucking helicopters and buildings and
Yeah.
like not sweat. That's literally the point of this game.
Yeah.
And if you're running around Fortnite hopping, it's kind of like,
I mean, 60% of the time
Come
you kill
on.
someone in Battlefield, maybe more, they're not even looking at you.
exactly.
Yeah.
So just like-
it's just like,
Yeah, or also half the time they're not like the sweat lords are like they're not even squatted up, they're not squatting
Yeah,
with
it's
people.
who
They
cares?
it's just ones. Anyway.
But the crux of the story that I'll be doing is about how now the clip farming is backfiring because someone was apparently, Dan, you just sent this to me now, was banned because now people are
Can you send me the link?
now people think they're cheating. Yeah, the issue is that people are now they're posting these clips where they're fucking flicking all over the place. And in one of them they like flick and it looks like they kind of like shoot at like
It was a rock.
they're like behind a rock. Just like, what are you flicking at? And everyone's saying they're cheating, and then they uploaded a fucking hand cam, which in my opinion doesn't really prove anything.
Hand cams don't do
They
anything.
don't really prove shit. And then now there's a debate between like the Battlefield boomers who just don't understand that they're bad at the game and know that they're not cheating. They're actually just like, that's how good they are. People just learn how to flick now. And it's just like, it's creating this big issue.
esports, man, and ranked.
That is the issue, is that the reason this game is popping off is because people were starved for a casual experience. But I think it is that where people were starved for this casual experience, and now it's being, and people are like, fuck, this casual, like the perfect casual shooter, the one that didn't get too sweaty, that was always about just like vibes with your friends in your squads, driving vehicles around with fucking C4 on it, fun times. And then they see these clips and they're like, no, we're losing this too now. Like, this is the
Yeah.
one thing we had that wasn't supposed, which is why I think people reacted so negatively to XQC being like, there has to be ranked lobbies.
Yeah.
It's like, well, that's just not at the heart of it.
Yeah.
Now, a Battlefield incursion type thing, I wouldn't be mad at that if it works out, because that was like a completely separate thing that died very quickly. So we'll see if they tried to do any sort of like competitive
I did this fucking rant 2 weeks ago, and I won't do it again. And the fact that I'm anti-ranked these days, like I'm just all in a fucking absolute. I hate it so much, but like, the games. Maybe it's because, like the game when I play Counter-Strike, and I fully own this. I can't play casually.
Yeah.
I can't. I don't do a thing where I just load in with friends and we just do the comp maps and we just fucking meme and whatever. When I play Counter-Strike, I play to sweat because it's the way that I play the game. It's the way I've always played the game. And so, like, when I play a different casual game, I need it to be casual. Like, I want there to be a dividing line between the two. And I don't bring my Counter-Strike shit into Battlefield lobbies. I don't do that. I don't, right? Like... And I just feel like there's like it's such a cultural thing now, man. Like already we're a weekend. What did I say 2 weeks ago before this game even launched, before the beta even launched? Like 20 hours into every online game, Twitch game coming out, there's going to be some fucking streamer saying, when's ranked? Yeah. How do I hit fucking Immortal? Who's the first person to hit Radiant? Who's like, it's just like, dude, especially with Battlefield, it's just like, it's never been the point.
Yeah.
For 20 fucking years, it's never been the point.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm a sweaty gamer, bro. Yeah. It's not coming from a place of I'm a sweaty gamer. But like, my first thought loading into a Battlefield game would be, where is the fucking highest tower that I can jump off of and fucking parachute and fucking C4 somebody?
Yeah.
It would not be, how can I fucking get my fucking my Counter-Strike sensitivity converted over and get my fucking SMG flicks on point and be like, yo, let's entry this house, dog.
Yeah.
Like,
you know what I think it is I think it's actually, we'll move on after this, but it's like it's the difference between a like competitive multiplayer game and a sandbox.
Dude,
like Battlefield is always meant to be like a warfare sandbox, and I just think that there's an entire, even though so many people have played Grand Theft Auto 5, so many people don't have the concept of what a sandbox is in relation to like a shooter, right? It's just that they just don't really exist unless you're playing, you know, Grand Theft Auto or something like that. And that's a huge different array of people, right? Now you have all these COD kids, these Valorant kids, these CS kids coming into the Battlefield, and they're like trying to make it something that it's not. And we're like, okay, well, that's not the point of the game. The point of the game is to have these little stories within this huge setting, right? Anyway, enough about Battlefield. Go play the beta this weekend. It's a great time.
Can I just play it? I'm asking for others too. I can just play it.
You could just play it, yeah.
I don't need a code.
No, the early access is over. You just download the open beta.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So go play it, guys. If you want to have a good time, play with your friends. Get in a squad. Get a beer.
Where are we dropping, lads?
Where are we dropping?
Where are we dropping? We're dropping in my jet, brother. I'm a Top Gun in this shit. Fucking, my name's Tom Cruise.
Talk to me, Goose.
All right. So another thing that's been going on that you guys may be aware is NiKo. NiKo's he streamed.
He said words.
He's getting a little emo.
He said words, bro.
I think. Listen, I'll just play the clip. Dimitri sent it to me earlier this morning, but I'll just play the clip because it is surprisingly introspective, I think.
Will you go IGL later in your career? Yes, 100%. I will 100% become an IGL. Do you think you will ever win a major? Well, I hope so, you know. But for me, it's much more important that I'm kind of like, I wouldn't like to win a major now and just disappear and be like shit for the rest of my career. Like, I would rather be always good and compete for the rest of the titles rather than just win a major and disappear, to be honest. I don't know how to explain, but I feel like major lost its prestige in a way. Obviously, I would love to win a major. It's my dream and a goal, but for me, it's much more about consistency in CS. Like, this is hurting me much more. Like, these past 2-3 months is hurting me much more than just losing a one major. Like, I just hate like losing.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Yeah.
So it's interesting because it's very Neil Young of him that entire sort of.
No
rant.
one is going to get that reference.
It's okay.
I get your reference.
Yeah, but
it's really It's interesting because he is right in the sense for it lost its prestige to him, and consistency is more important because he might go down in history as the best to never win a major. Right? There's been a bunch of players.
It's him or Guardian.
Him or Guardian. Yeah. If he keeps fucking up, that's going to go away. Then he'll no longer be the best to never win the major because he'd be like, well, he's kind of fucking shit now. Like his team. No, but then people are going to just be member berries. Like, oh, remember back when was the last time he had an actual shot? 2020 at
the one he lost to Simple.
Yeah, the one he lost to Simple, Stockholm, or is that Antwerp?
No, it's Stockholm. Phase 1 Antwerp.
And it's just like, it's going to, that I think is what he's upset with. He'd rather be the best to never win than start to just fizzle out like this.
It's a good point. That's really well put, actually, yeah. Because he has always been habitually recognized as
the best rifler in the world. And now that's not true anymore.
He's won everything that isn't the major.
It's not even
Slam.
It is not even close to being true anymore.
I don't think it is. I don't think that.
Like, how many people are far above him as far as mechanical skill right now? And obviously he's getting older, so I don't blame him at all.
No.
But I think that, like, it's the same thing where you get to Simple, where just like, well, now you got to say he was the GOAT in CSGO because is, becoming more and more relevant as the day goes on as far as, like, a actual argument.
Yeah.
And it's becoming that, too. It's like, well, he was the best to never win in CSGO because he hasn't really done shit. Worth noting.
I think to say, like, I'm only going through results here, but to say, like, he hasn't had a chance at the major in, like, a few years, like, he top forward, like, outside of the previous one in Austin, he's still top forward, like, Shanghai, top forward, Copenhagen, and it's not as if, I remember this series was a bit of a wash, but he still went the full best of 3 against Navi.
He did, actually, you're right.
It's been inconsistent at majors, but listen, now, I kind of get it. I think
I'm speaking specifically about that he is upset with this decision. I think it's this segment starts with the move to Falcons.
Yes,
I think if he stays with G2, people are still like, well, he's still on this team trying to make it work, like respect. Yeah. But now he's on a super team and it's not working.
No. It's not working.
So I think that's where the issue's coming in. Is he's like, I made this big move.
And it's not that same thing that was happening on G2 where, like, there were literally times where he was carrying Munacy on G2.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not many of them. Well, most of the time Munacy was carrying. But there were times. There were tournaments where I distinctly remember looking at the ratings and being like, bro, NiKo is fucking has no help. Like, holy shit. But on Falcons, like you just said, like, it's like, I mean, the last month or so, it's been Kyusuke, right? Who's fucking...
I mean, I think there's, I don't know if I could call it a chemistry problem, but I think there is, like, some severe issues on the Falcons team. I think NiKo is a decent part of it, unfortunately, where it's like, even just look at the statistics, but I think even positionally and how Kioski's fitting into the team, on paper, this should be a fantastic fucking team. But brother.
And you're like...
0.69.
Like, you know?
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, going down...
There was a time when that would have been logistically impossible.
Yeah.
Like Vegas odds would have that being not physically possible. Like, 0.69?
8 and 12, 7-16, 7-15, dude.
0.61. Holy shit.
It is hard too because like I think he has so many fans, and I agree. Like I'm one of them.
I love NiKo. Like I know you don't. I actually really do like NiKo.
Literally think if NiKo wins the major, like you could bookend CS:GO. You could be like, okay, like everyone from CS:GO, you got to see the stories finish, right? Sure. You got to see Zywoo win, you got to see Simple win, you got to see.
Don't fucking do Guardian like that. Don't ever do Guardian like that.
Well, listen, Guardian. Like, this is why I'm like, NiKo will always be the best. It doesn't matter how shit he plays or whatever. Because Guardian went mega shit real quick.
I'm about to fucking come across that table right now. Let's not do this. People don't remember.
How big was the Guardian carry versus the Simple carry?
Simple carry.
Oh, the Simple carry in 2018 was literally the single greatest carry in the history of the game. Yes. Like, it's not even a question. Like, even Donk this year.
That being said, the Guardian carry in the grand finals of Boston,
oh my god, was the whole tournament. Tournament was
one of the individual performances.
And that is a team with NiKo, Olaf, Rain, carry, right? And he fucking mega carried that team. He needed to,
because that was a very classic kind of NiKo major choke for him. Unfortunately, except for overtime, that double smoke or that banana
huge
smoke
play he made when he pushed banana. Yeah.
And like, but since then it's just there's a lot of players I think who like. I think Forrest is actually a really good example where had an incredible peak that was so consistent peak, right? Was able to win their stuff. And they were kind of a shoo-in of, okay, I'm going to be inconsistent, but one tournament, you can rely on me for one fucking great pop-off. You can rely on me to just absolutely carry for one map, and the rest I'll just play normal, not superstar level, but I will like hold my sight. I'll be my anchor. I'll be a good rifler, whatever, and that's it. The question is whether NiKo has like passed that threshold. Did he skip forward and skip that, I got that one map phase and is now just finding that hard dip in form on a team that's supposed to be filled with a bunch of superstars?
I still don't even really feel and I'm not like a NiKo fanboy like at all. But I don't not like him. Like I don't have anything against the man. I just mean that like I've never been as big of a big NiKo stan. Like tail end of CS:GO, I remember it well when I made that tier list on stream of like I forget what the actual fucking tier list was, but it was this subject came up of who is the greatest never to win in CS:GO. Yep. I got railed for suggesting the Guardian outweighs NiKo. But this was tail end of Go. He was on G2. He was still looking really
that's
strong.
Still a pretty bad shit take. But
I think NiKo has not fallen off drastically in form. I don't think so. I think the team, Falcons, right now looks like shit.
And I think he's because it is clear if there's one thing a lot of people can, I think, agree on is that he is an extremely emotional player.
He's a very
maybe
emotional
more
so. Here's my thing with NiKo. I do not think that it is, you have to take a long view at some point. And I think at some point you have to ask, how is it possible that somebody of his talent and caliber of performance, right, has lost 16 majors without winning one? Mm-hmm. Zaiu's won 2, by the way. Rops has won 2, right?
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck is it possible that NiKo, right, one of the greatest legends of global offensive ever, a leader of the game, a literal leader of the game, right? He stands among his kin, right? Like his kinsmen, right? The Simples, right? The fucking Olafs, right? Like and just he is basically, right, shy of Guardian, the only one standing there who does not have a major to his name.
It's
despite
wild.
Being one of the greatest greatest rifler of global offensive.
And it is wild too because you look at the teams that he's been on, and you can't use the excuse like you can for early Simple and Zaiu
or Guardian. There was a period on Navi when Guardian was like right before.
Where he had to play with plumbers, right?
Yeah,
and NiKo has had good teammates, like flat out strong, sometimes best in the world teammates, and it's like, or at least best in class teammates, and it still just hasn't been. It will go down as the biggest like mystery Pandora's box, I think, if he does go on to win without one. Because even now, you look at this roster, guaranteed.
I think
3 years from now, we're gonna see fucking Kyusuke just like being absolutely insane, and we're gonna look back at this Falcons roster and be like, dude, wasn't this roster like actually fucking amazing?
I'm gonna get lambasted in the chat or on social, whatever, for fucking saying this, but I mean this. I mean this sincerely. I think the problem. Like this statistical question a few weeks ago, like a month ago, Devin, you referred to it aptly. I think the hat is topical, right? Of like, at some point it goes from being a mental block to like a mental crisis.
Yeah.
And like, you see it with NiKo. You do. You see it with NiKo at every major. Like inevitably that thing sets in where like they will throw a ridiculous clutch. The player cam will switch to NiKo and he's like quivering. Like you can see that he's like, I think I'm going to get fucking, everyone in the chat's going to be like, this is the most NA fucking, like, ridiculous. I think that the thing with NiKo is I think he did win his major. I think that Boston was his major, and I think that to this day, there is this thing both with him and with just material reality as we know it, where we are living in the wrong timeline.
He's fucking Mandela.
I'm serious. I'm dead. No, but like, tell me that that FaZe didn't win the Boston major.
FaZe didn't win the Boston major.
I know.
I saw
You were there.
I saw it with my own eyes.
But if you look at that,
I saw NiKo and Kerrigan walk off that stage with a fucking towel over their head, just not wanting to talk to anyone.
Yeah. Like it's it's such a crushing loss, right? That it's like you come back and you think that was the one, man. Yeah. That was the one. That was our timing. That was our time.
But I like, just to reiterate, what I think just in that specific clip, what's happening now is he is looking at it now, saying, "I would be content to be the best and never win than whatever the fuck is going on right now."
Yeah.
Because I don't want to. Yeah. I don't want my career to fizzle out like this.
Yeah.
I want to be remembered. He's like, fuck the major. Just forget about that at this point. Just the best to never win, the best rifler. I'm okay with that.
The worst part is if he did, and he knows this too, this is the worst part. I do actually feel bad for him. Is that if he just won his major, if he just won a major, let's say next major, Falcons win, right? He could literally have the worst, most generational fucking fall off ever, become a fucking streamer, put up 0.36 ratings, and nobody, not he, anybody would fucking care ever again.
Yeah.
Because we would have
fuck you, I got my
major title beside his name. He would have the decade plus, right, of storied Counter-Strike results that he put up, right, with respectable trophies, Katowice, Cologne, right, and just... he would go down as like, it's fine. I'm one of the greatest riflers of all time. Even if Donk eventually overtakes me, who fucking cares? I got my fucking major. I'm going to be remembered as a legend. But like, you're right, Devin. Like right now, there's this weird, like, this is going to sound like I'm coming at him, and I'm not. But like, what does NiKo, what like actual vestige, right? Actual like old reliable does NiKo really have to rely on? He was never an HLTV number one.
No.
He's never won a major.
No.
He's never won a Grand Slam.
No.
He has 2 extremely prestigious Counter-Strike trophies. He's won a Cologne and a Kato, which is no joke. That's serious shit, right? Those are the 2 fucking biggest trophies in the game, right? But like, coldzera won a major, won 2, and he was HLTV number 1 twice in a row, right? coldzera had it twice, didn't he? 2016 and 17, right? coldzera had a
16, 17,
yeah. After 2019, I mean, coldzera just had a, speaking of fall offs, right? Jesus Christ. But like, the point is like, coldzera will like go down as like he got his. For a time, he was the best in the world. He was number 1, the spot, right? I just feel like with NiKo, he doesn't have an HLTV number 1. He doesn't have the major trophy. He doesn't have like
so many players have these different pieces. Device never got a HLTV number 1.
No, he didn't, but he has four fucking majors, you know? Right? And a Grand Slam. And he's right, like exactly. Yeah.
So,
but NiKo doesn't have his one thing. He could say, for instance, I didn't win that major in 2018, but I finished HLTV number 1 that year. But
you can't just use the title of, well, I'm the best rifler of all time. Like, that's so, are you?
But maybe that's what he's thinking of.
Even if he is, like, it's, and he has a real claim to it, obviously. Like, it is.
Let's just move on for now, only because like we're going pretty deep into this one, and I do want to. We did mention Cloud9, so pour one out. Rush has retired, and I would pour one out of his mason jar, but it's empty. 4 or 5 are gone from that lineup. Cloud9's Boston Major winning team. Only Stewie remains, who is, as far as I know, teamless.
He is teamless.
And Rush calls it quits. He says, I'm not really. It felt like the right time. The spark has faded a bit.
In my Unk era, he says.
Yeah.
In
respect.
Time to go to Battlefield, baby.
He's coming, Battlefield streamer. Was it a Battle Dad or what?
Battle Dad.
You know what? Listen, I get it.
I mean, okay. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
It's like
had a great run.
Yeah, shout out Rush, but it's just like
yeah. I mean, he's a legend, North American legend. Thank you. Like the man played a part in our greatest win of all time. Had a
two of the greatest wins of all time. He was on the Optic Gaming team that beat Astralis for freaking E-League, brother.
He was. That's true. Had a genuinely sick run with complexity. That Blame F complexity that I feel like still doesn't get enough credit. Underrated. That was a great team. That was a great fucking roster, actually. He was on a great comeback era, like a great revenge tour on that one. That was a killer team.
Yeah.
Just one of the greatest. I think it was Valens who subtweeted him, like his coach, from those who don't know, from Cloud9, who just said one of the greatest players you'd ever play with who could just turn it on.
Yep.
He was such an insane entry fragger when he wanted to be. He was such a good team player. He was those pit holds on Inferno in the great Boston final. Like he just a great legacy. A great player will always live on in our hearts as NA fans in the part that he played in Boston.
I think you're gonna cry, brother. You.
Me? Oh, I thought you were talking to him.
No,
Yeah, I mean, good hair,
great hair.
great body.
Yeah.
Sorry. He is jacked. He was one of like the first players outside of like Freak, obviously, but it's in his name.
Yeah.
Rush was like one of the first players where I'm like, man, this guy's fucking yoked.
It's kinda
But yeah, I mean, like, there's no reason to hang on anymore, right? Like, it just.
Well, with NACS,
do you really want to
like?
That's what I mean. It's like, do you really want to deal with the dredges of like tier 2 NACS? Like, if you're not on a liquid, what are you doing? You know, even if you're on complexity or like.
Even if you're on a liquid, what are you doing?
Clearly at this point. So yes, a huge shout out to Rush, of course. It is very sad to see that literally like 4 or 5 of them are gone. From that squad. Skadoodle's gone. Valens isn't even coaching anymore.
Tim's playing golf.
Tim's playing golf like a fucking champ. Love you, Tim. Tarek's
the biggest name in
Valorant. Yeah, and
Stu is going to fucking make a comeback.
Yeah.
Yes, Stewie's gonna do it. He can be just to quote the immortal Stewie 2K. They don't know that I can be back just like that.
Yeah.
They don't know, baby.
I mean, he already had his comeback.
That was fucking insane.
That was
And can we
crazy.
just like take one beat and because I remember that yesterday I was like doing Friday I was doing like this like social react for this and I was looking at Stu and I was like I remembered. I was like, oh yeah, fucking Stu won with G2.
It's crazy that we only made we did like a Donat Me and then one video. I'm like, how have we
And
not
it's
done
like-
like 8
wasn't
videos?
that,
about this?
wasn't
Yeah.
that like the one and done or whatever the
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
it
He
was?
subbed for the team. He pulled a JKS. He subbed for G2 and
Yeah.
won a fucking tier 1 LAN.
What a fucking story.
What a
was.
fucking storyline. It was
was awesome.
insane, dude.
God, esports moves so quick that
Yeah.
you just like delete it from your memory. You're like,
Dude.
holy shit.
Imagine NiKo and Stewie on the same team winning a tier 1 LAN.
Bring him back, dude. Why didn't they bring him back?
He was subbing for
I did a whole video about it as well.
Hunter? No, who did he sub for?
Hooksy, wasn't it?
Was it Hooks?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
'Cause I remember I did a whole video
Was it
because he was talking shit about it after the fact, like saying he was talking reckless in
Oh yeah, it
in
wasn't
like a
he doing the
stream or
story
something
thing
like
where
that.
it was like,
Yeah.
that team's a fucking nightmare. Didn't he do like the
I
same
think he was saying like Taz is just like literally just like we'll call a timeout and just like not say a single word. And everyone's like, what the fuck is going on right now? I don't know.
My
He said a bunch of
favorite
weird
thing,
shit.
That is the most talk your shit Stewie
Yeah.
thing where like this motherfucker is streaming Valorant
Yeah.
for a living, right? Switches back to CS when CS2 comes out, gets invited to play this tier 1 LAN with these absolute elite Europeans like Munacy, NiKo, Tess, shows up to their camp and then just basically is like, these guys don't know what the fuck they're doing. He wins the tournament
Yeah.
with them and then leaves and is like, yeah, these fucking Europeans, man, they're a nightmare. Like I'm going back to my fucking bedroom, bro. Like fuck this. Like you guys suck.
Where it's like,
That's
it's
the
literally
goat.
like pitch dark in his room all the time, even during the
With that
day,
fucking
and he's
ball
still
cap
playing.
down and the fucking post
Dude, get him on the
playing.
desk, man. Why do we got Steel on the desk? Get Stewie on the desk. We
I
can
mean
just
this
talk
sincerely.
shit the entire
I mean
time.
this sincerely. That tournament win is goat shit.
It's
That's
it's
goated.
actually
It's
That's
really cool.
goated. Like that's
him back, dude.
fucking goated. I still can't believe he did that.
I actually just
Fuck.
deleted that from my brain. Holy shit. All right, so up next, since we got we got options right now. Do we want to talk about this donk headline that went out, or do we want to read some comments?
I like comments. Comments are fun.
Yeah, okay, you say that as you're yawning, you piece of shit. All right. So, we got a lot of comments throughout the course of last week. Some on our shorts, some on our long form. Maybe not open up my Slack. It's fine. I can just...
Don't dox yourself, brother.
or can I just do this? All right. First one by Germ7741. This is in relation to the short that we made about
I
streamers
think it's
ruining...
Jerm, brother. Like as in his name is Jeremy. Like Jerm. Not Germ.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm just trying to fucking do my boy right.
Oh, Shroud should definitely talk. He knows how to make a game fail.
True. Big true. Don't know how much Shroud actually had to do with that game failing.
Spectre Divide, what's it called?
Spectre Divide, yeah. But hey, it got me some views, so thank you, Shroud, for that. Yeah, I don't know. I just
There was this. So, for context, the short that we made, basically, it is pretty much shitting on like streamer takes of games, right? XQC famously had it needs battle pass, ranked shit, and ranked modes and some other bullshit like that. I forget what.
I feel like he was rage baiting.
XQC?
Yeah, but maybe not. I don't know. I just think to like say Battle Pass in the year of our Lord 2025, and be like,
It's actually a meme.
That's what people.
Yeah.
But then he also might be because like, what do they have to do to play games but unlock shit rather than?
Here's another.
And they can just buy it. Right?
I think Shroud in particular, and I've said this before in social, but like Shroud has some cursed takes.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Shroud will say things that I listen to and I go, oh, like, this is obviously just
It's a bait.
rage bait. Like,
Yeah.
there's no way like anyone believes this.
He's
There's
from
no-
Mississauga, so you have to understand that.
Yeah,
He's a Saga boy.
He's a Saga boy.
You know
He's
who
a
else
Saga
is
boy.
also from Mississauga? Squishy Muffins.
The
Don't know who
goat.
that is. Or do I?
He's a Rocket League player, brother.
Oh,
He is a rock.
Sure.
Year of our Lord 2025.
Sure.
Squishy Muffins on the Score channel. Anyway,
I wrote the story of Squishy, interviewed him, the loveliest guy in the world.
Yeah?
great
Yeah,
guy.
he's lovely.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
lovely.
Just Limerence says they act like they have authority because we as a society have given them that authority.
How are we in we
Whoa.
as a society? 10 words in, bro.
They're thinking about it from, quote, what kind of game would give me the best content, end quote, and people want to watch ranked and gambling, not play them. Games as a service, not games as entertainment.
That is
anymore.
true.
Okay, he's actually right.
That's actually,
in
like,
fairness, he's
absolutely
like,
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's right. Like,
I have a rare, I don't, like, maybe this is a nuclear take, maybe it's not. I don't think developers should listen to anybody.
No.
Just, like,
What happened to art? You think Martin Scorsese would be like, yo, yeah, dude, hey, scrub who fucking sits on his computer 12 hours a day, tell me how to fix The Irishman.
I mean, maybe he did need someone to tell him to figure out that CG a little bit better. But, like, obviously I'm memeing a little bit, like, if there's, like, certain, like, big things that, like, are, like, sore points for the community. Like, if they wanted to release another one without the class system and with fucking heroes again, I think I would be with the rest of the community being like, what are we fucking doing here? You've lost the plot again. But unless it's, like, glaring things like that, when it's, like, little tiny things like, should the assault class get 2 primaries? Should this? And I'm like, all right, maybe just fucking leave it up to them. Because, like, I don't know. I just, like, always go back to, like, Ubisoft trying to, like, play this balance with Siege and listening to the community. And then they
who
would
were always wrong.
and they would listen to the community. I'd be like, wow, you fucked up the game
I
because
think
you
that
listened
the
to the
general
people.
the general rule that I would give for as a non-developer is this. I think that devs should keep a finger on the pulse when it comes to problems, not solutions. Game like players, average everyday player, right? You're God forbid a Redditor, right? Is good at like identifying en masse, not as an individual, but en masse. Hey, there are like 17 threads about this general thing.
Yeah.
I think that is affecting the player experience. I think we should like sit amongst us as developers and think about what this problem is and how we can maybe solve it. Solve it. I think that coming up with solutions that like some kid in an Instagram comment, I think that obviously is not ever really the play.
Yeah.
Ubi did that. It was bad.
Yeah, they're listening to streamers.
They're listening
to just ranked players.
Yes, and I think they're obviously look. And everyone's gonna like obviously there's like 100 Siege players out there, pros who I know who are gonna be like, brother, I tried to tell them that fucking Malusi was and like I know you did, and I know they didn't listen to you and they should have listened to you. But I'm just saying, like, generally speaking, you shouldn't listen to the community. You should just keep like a separation of church and state, and you should just be like, I'm willing to like listen to you in the sense of if you really feel that there are like generally problems, I want to hear that.
Yeah.
But in terms of solutions, let us do our thing.
Yeah, like in Rocket League, we're dealing with that right now. There's a huge DDoSing problem where basically every single lobby that is like Grand Champ 2 and above is just getting DDoS to heck because you have these people that go in, the moment they're losing or whatever, it just DDoSes the lobby, kicks everyone out, and it gives, like pretty much just ends the game. And it's literally preventing like a lot of the top pros from actually practicing the game. Like there's a world championship coming up next month, and these players can't practice their game. You have so many different threads on it, and it's been a thing for like a year now, and they try to address it, and it continues to be a problem. Like that's something that it is a significant problem that's affecting like a large portion of not only your high level.
I mean, that's
players,
also
but
like
your
a
low
security
players.
problem.
Yes,
right?
right.
Like,
Yeah, that's not really a balance or a design thing.
Exactly,
Right?
but that's a that's a problem with your game. Those are the kind of things that I think devs.
I mean, obviously,
sort of
Valve
listen
should
to.
listen to the community when it comes to the cheating problem. In
Yeah.
the sense of like, believe us when we tell you there's a fucking cheating problem,
Yes,
right? That's
right.
yeah.
However, things like a balance change over X and Y, or like 2 assault weapons. It's like, no, like they obviously had a reason why they put 2 assault weapons in Battlefield. And Devin, you've actually been playing. Like, how has it kind of just been implemented in the experience? Because from my perspective, it just seems like it's their game. They can do whatever the fuck they want. They clearly saw a reason for this mechanic to be in the game.
Yeah, obviously, like, I think it was just to give Assault class, because like they've always had issues with Assault class, because Assault gets the best weapon. That's basically like what the issue is there like Assault class in Battlefield games has the highest kill percentage in the game. So they have we can't give them the ammo because that's going to be too OP. We can't give them the health pack like we used to, because that's going to fucking that's going to like take away from the support class, because then you're like, well, what's the point of playing with an LMG when I can just play with an assault rifle and I can heal myself and heal everybody. So then they kind of just reduced it to the grenade launcher, which didn't really feel like it was really anything.
It didn't do.
And so now this is, I guess, like maybe they're trying to give it a little bit more of its own personality rather than just we have assault rifles, right? Because it just doesn't give enough like identity to the class.
Yeah.
Would I like to see it just reduced to strictly I've only been using it with the shotgun, as everyone who's played it would know. It's fucking goated. And like maybe like machine pistols or like PDWs, rather than like being able to run around with like, a sniper rifle on your back as well. Like that kind of like, maybe I'm just like, yeah, okay. But whatever they decide to do, I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
It's fine. Like,
it's like I don't I want to feel like, dude, these devs aren't dumb. They probably talk about these decisions, so maybe let them cook.
But there's also this thing where like, so here's like my grievance, right? My grievance with Riot, I'm gonna pick on Riot for a second, is like my thing with Riot and with League, because I don't play Valorant, so I can't speak to that, is I don't think that Riot needs you to listen to the solutions. Like I stand by that. Right? I'm not going to sit here and I'm going to tell you how to like, make Cassante like a fucking, not a comedy, not a walking comedy, right? But I think the problem with Riot, to take an example, is like, I don't think they listen to the problems. Like the beef that I have is like, I legitimately think that there is like a very substantial percentage of the player base who is like, every time they put a Viego or a Yone or a Cassante into the game, we're like, guys, this is like a really uninteractive and awful gameplay loop to play against. This is just not, this is anti-fun. This is like an anti-fun thing. And Riot just go, well, it has a 49% win rate. So honestly, I think maybe you just have to like get better. Like, and there's nothing more enraging than being gaslit about the problems that like you all fucking agree. We all agree rather, are in the game, right? Like, and I feel like as long as the devs are willing to listen to the problems sincerely, right, then I'm okay with just letting them do their thing. And if they get it wrong the first time, that's okay.
Yeah.
Take another stab at it. But not listening to the problems and just pretending for 5 years that the problem doesn't exist is like that famous quote of Freak on fucking stream being like, he literally said word for word, like nobody's ever played against, you guys don't play League, so mean anything to you, but like nobody's ever played against Yone and died to a Yone and been like, oh, that was like not a totally skillful and fair exchange. And like, there's just React clips of like 7 challenger ranked streamers just like watching that and being like, what the fuck did he just say? Like, does he play this game? Like, right? Like it's just like, you hear that shit and you're like, this is the Riot Games gaslighting of just like the problems actually don't exist because the win rate says 48%, which is suboptimal, right? So it can't exist, right? Anyway, the point is just like, I think that this is the best way to try to come up with some kind of guiding general principle is the problems solutions thing. Devs should not listen to solutions, that's their job, but they should listen to problems because they don't play the game as much as we do.
Especially with like these games, they're living as like a live service now, right?
Yes.
Like you need to. On to the next one. At Zajo,
Can't see
you'll see it. Back in the day, people would roast you for being too good at a video game. Now tables have turned. Games don't always need hyper dopamine rush every single second.
Dude, I used to get fucking messages in Modern Warfare all the time on Xbox 360. People absolutely roasted
Dude,
me for being fucking cracked. It was so sick, dude.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
What's
was
that?
bullied,
What's
man.
that? What's that famous clip of? Man, you're so good. You're just jealous. You can't actually do anything real with your hands. It's just he's playing Enter Sandman on guitar. Yeah. Listen, like, yes, I get this on principle, right? And it's not to say as though, COD or Valorant or CS or whatever, they don't, because CS can be very slow, right? Mm-hmm. Valorant can be very slow paced as well. COD even at times can be very slow paced.
I don't think that's true.
It can be.
Like, not really, man. I think like
Search and Destroy can be pretty slow.
Yeah, but
it's not designed to be. They continue to try and design it so it's hyper stimulation all the time, right?
Yeah.
With that being said, I think it's sort of, I don't know. I think it's missing the point. I think of like Battlefield a little bit in that Battlefield can be hyper, dopamine like all the time or whatever, depending on what map you're playing, what game mode you're playing, Metro, however, I look at it as more, it's a different way to have fun, right? Like the whole point of it is a different way to have fun. You're not going to actively be better than other people. You're going to be having a good time with your friends, with your party, and your progression and trying to do all this stuff. There's much more goals than just, I want to be better than the other person. Because frankly, you don't even look at the name tag when you kill someone in Battlefield, right?
No. I miss that feeling, man, in 2009 of playing Bad Company 2 multiplayer and just being like, oh, I killed enough people with the assault class. I unlocked a new gun.
I got a new cog.
Cool. Like, I'm going to try this new gun now. And that was the reward. The reward was literally just cool. I got to try a new gun.
Yeah.
Like, the gameplay loop at some point, and I think I can trace it, having worked in this industry now for, like, the better part of a decade, is like, this thing happened in 2011 where TI and Worlds and then CSGO came out a year and a half late, right? Majors. And then it was actually not that. It wasn't that. It was, and I'm not laying it at this feet. This is just the way the cookie crumbled. It was the Fortnite streamer revolution thing in 2018 where the Shrouds all started playing PUBG and Fortnite. PUBG, and the casual battle royale thing, the Twitch thing, the where we drop in meme became inextricably like linked and tied with like which esport pro has retired and is now playing. And it's like, oh fuck, right? It's like, like Tens is playing like the new BR, like he's gonna like, and it just became this thing of no one is allowed to play any game casually anymore. It just has to be how fast can you hit the highest ranked, and which clip is going to be all over Reddit or Twitter, and is going and I don't think it's a boomer thing to say. Like, I just miss trying to play a game for its own sake.
I think this is a very niche example for this, but what I think is a perfect example of that. I mean, you guys ever played Phasmophobia?
Oh yeah.
So you know how like Phasmophobia, to those who don't know, Phasmophobia is a party horror game, basically. You go into a house, you have to collect these clues, and you have to figure out what kind of ghost this is, basically. And it was really big on Twitch for a period of time. It was doing all this stuff. Nowadays, if you look at Phasmophobia, people are trying to act like there's YouTube tutorials and like how to specifically speedrun, like how to find a particular ghost. And I'm like, guys, you guys are missing the point.
Yeah.
You're not trying to be better than other people in Phasmophobia. You're trying to fucking scare your pants off. And
I'm looking at a Fall Guys tutorial right now on my phone that's spliced between someone cutting soap.
What?
Like I'm watching it.
TikTok generation.
Yeah, exactly.
Thing you ever said,
And then the other side is playing a Family Guy episode.
Yeah.
What? Watching my Fall Guys tutorial.
But like, no, I do like. Man, streaming room gaming, dude. Streaming room gaming. That being said,
whenever you sniffle, I picture it's because you just finished snorting a Tide Pod.
One more comment, which some of us will appreciate. Zach's not bored like a skateboard. Says.
Thank you for that detail.
How much was that? Was that a spelling mistake and not?
I don't know, but considering NHL needs to be on PC.
Facts.
Fucking absolutely. Zach out here with the fucking hot.
It's like the only game, man.
It's the only real esport.
Yeah.
No. I mean, I think because like FIFA's NBA, Madden is now I believe. Yes,
Even
Madden you can.
college football, I think the new college.
I don't know the NCAA one. I'm not sure. F1 games. The only ones I can think of are the UFC games, like Undisputed, and NHL.
Baseball.
Baseball also you cannot, and that is because it is also, I believe, made by Sony.
Oh, true.
Okay, you know what we need
But
another.
You could cloud stream it.
We need another era of blitz games on PC. When sport games were meant to be played on fucking arcade cabinets, and there was no absolute element of like realism. It was
You would
literally
catch
just
you would catch an interception, and it would fucking like thunder would strike, and it would go.
and the camera.
NBA
Street,
NBA
Volume
Street, Volume 2.
is
Stretch
the
was my
goat.
goat.
The song,
Bro.
dude.
Dude, oh, take me back, man. Take me back.
Oh my god,
I miss when
can't.
sports games, like when actual gamers played sports games, because they were just games. They weren't just these like fucking like realism porn where it was like you were supposed to just write like
Super Mario Strikers.
Dude, NHL Blitz 2003 is. You could build a civilization off that game.
Yeah, is that the one where you could like play as like zombies and stuff like
fuck
that?
it. With the big heads.
Yeah. You play as like sharks.
Dude, you know how many?
I remember turning on big heads,
Yeah.
and it like this was the little body. No one is gonna get this joke. 'Cause of hockey fans. The body was this big, and the head was this big, and I was playing the Blues, and I like did it, and my friend just goes, he actually looks like Chris Pronger now."
Dude, because they announced for the Switch too, right? That like they're going to be bringing back a bunch of GameCube games. Do you know how many friends DM me? They're like, dude, Super Mario Strikers is coming fucking back,
you
brother.
can play right now.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh shit.
dude.
Dude, we need another like arcade, like a arcadey sports game. Right?
Arcade sports games were the fucking best thing ever of all time.
FIFA can be its own thing.
Sure.
But brother,
Dude.
let me fucking, frog leap over someone in NBA Street so I can, dunk their ass.
I am not an American football guy. Never have been, even when I was a kid. Not into it, right? Not, it's only sport I just was not. Those fucking games, like NFL Street, NFL Blitz, right? Dude, I could play those fucking games for 7 hours at a time. They were so fun. The PvP was so fucking good. Like, the screaming matches, brother, wedging your fucking controller into like a drywall.
It's like also the progression of those games was like surprisingly deep too. You could play them for hours and hours and hours and hours. While we're at it, let's bring back arcade racers too. A little Forza Horizon action that now that Turn 10 is absolutely shuttered. Love it, guys. No Need for Speed games. Love that too. No Midnight Club either.
I never played a serious racing game. I know you guys are both like F1 lovers, right? I watch F1 a little bit, but like I played more Burnout Paradise than probably any other game on the Xbox 360 for like a solid 2 years.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Can we bring that back?
You know what I
think they did do a remastered, but
Yeah.
Did anyone care?
no, I was probably like.
But can they like bring like because like I feel like iRacing is sick. I just don't have any interest in spending thousands of dollars on a setup.
You
obviously.
don't need iRacing. You just need a good, solid racer, bro. Bring back Need for Speed Most Wanted.
That's kind of what I'm saying.
like,
though.
dude,
Like,
you know what's the most amount of like publicity a Burnout game's probably gotten in the past like 5 years? It's fucking Smiling Friends, and that one episode where the weird guy's like, "Hey, do you want to come to my house, drink some Pepsi and play Burnout Revenge for the PS2?" He just spams that throughout the course of the episode. Anyway,
that was a video game. That's what I miss.
yeah.
I miss
dude.
video game video games.
I need Burnout, dude.
You know? Yeah. Everything is like fucking dude. Like I saw this clip, and I'm not shitting on Battlefield. Like Battlefield's cool, but I saw this thing on Twitter this morning where it was like someone was literally like, "Bro, the destruction in Battlefield 6 now is so that like when you break glass with your gun
I saw
and
that.
you pull your gun out." The shards of glass hang on your gun until you move, and then they slide off. And I was like, "Yeah, but like." Can I like fucking skydive into a finish? Like, I just like I look at this shit. I'm like, this is cool, but I feel like we're missing the point. I feel like we're missing the forest for the trees here. Like, you know,
Little they know that in Need for Speed Most Wanted 2005, I could kill a bunch of cops with a donut by taking down the pillars to a donut shop, and a giant donut would roll down the road.
Cop killer.
We need a fucking. We are in desperate need. Gaming is in desperate need of video games.
Yeah.
Like video game ass video
Japan
games,
is really
bro.
carrying that torch, to be honest, or indie games. At least for AAA games.
That's true.
It's just shocking. Anyway, that's
So I only play Souls likes.
that is not a video game. Ever.
Yeah, sure it is.
No,
I think
it's a great game, but a video
It's not
video
really
game.
a video game ass video. It's not. It's just that it's the best because those don't exist anymore. Like video game ass video games don't exist anymore. The best I can do is a super sweaty, like intensive, but right, like Soul. I just play Souls because what the fuck else am I gonna play?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I can't play Burnout Paradise anymore.
You can't play NHL 2003
I can't play
with Jimmy
anything.
Eats Worlds on the cover anymore. Jesus, man.
Dude.
Anyway, that's our episode, everyone. Today, I know we kind of focused in on a few topics here. They were kind of dense and really interesting. I think we're all just really high on this Battlefield 6 buzz right now. I know we're going to be covering more on it. We're going to be covering more about some upcoming topics as well. I know you got your eyes on Simple's new performance coming up. He's playing with his new team.
He is.
Um,
You can call it that.
Yeah.
I wanted to pull the ripcord on that joke halfway through saying it, but
Yeah.
who am I kidding, man? Like, come on.
Yeah. Great to you know what's funny is I'm still getting like Twitter ads for his roster announcement. Like they paid for advertisement on Twitter
It's
for
like,
like
brother, we know.
Yeah,
we
we
trust
know.
somebody, we
Guys,
know.
I'm not uploading money to this fucking website. I'm not using it.
Probably just make him your brand ambassador or whatever the fuck. Anyway, we will be back next Tuesday, same time, same place, where we're going to talk about much more stuff. Hopefully, we got Blast, of course, is happening. We didn't even get to touch about it.
No.
Because we got so deep into our stuff. But a shout out to Stralis beating Navi. Love that. Device is back, baby. Can't wait to see him in playoffs until he gets blasted by some form
I love
of
how many
spirit
times
of
you said
vitality.
the words "device is back" in like the last 4 years.
I'll never forget when they used me in their video.
Did they?
And it was so funny because I'm like, there was a better take later on in my video because it was
Yeah?
just like me being like, "Device is back,"
Device is back, dude. But dude,
and they used it
In
like,
the most like monotone,
Yeah.
like "device is back."
yeah. But I'm like, there's a better take in that video. It was a little bit more epic.
you know what? I don't even know if I can show this, but we'll end on this, right? Can we put this on the screen, right? So apparently this is your goat,
Flamesy?
Dimitri. No, dude. That's your goat?
That is absolutely my fucking goat right there, baby. That is my goat right there. You know what he's doing? He's watching back his gameplay clips. He's sitting there being like, bro, that fucking 1v4
Yeah.
nuke was pretty fucking
Okay,
glizzy, bro.
but
He
yeah,
went to the James School of playing online tournaments.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. That's my fucking.
actually,
just so that
that's
there's no
hold on.
confusion.
Game time.
Just so
Oh, did
there's
it actually
yeah.
say? Okay,
It's
that's
game
funny.
time.
Just so there's no fucking. Just so there's no confusion, that is absolutely my fucking goat right there. That's- and they say he has zero fucking cultural aura.
Yeah,
Come
exactly.
On.
That is
Come on.
entirely aura.
Come
Just
on.
you know. But yeah, we'll be back next week again. Follow on the Spotify. Follow here as well. Comment anything if you feel that we are absolutely wrong in some of our takes. We'll be interacting with you guys there. Any last words, boys?
No.
Thanks. Great, Dimitri.
I'm gonna seriously try. I'll try to report in next week on
Battlefield.
Yeah, games suck right now.
We'll play it.
They all suck,
We'll queue up.
and so I may actually try
Squad up, boys.
squad up.
He's too
Yeah,
good.
I'll
For
play by myself.
us. All right, everyone. Thank you
You don't
guys.
take work home with you.
Thank you guys so much. We'll be back next week. Have a good one. Peace.
See you guys.